We are in level 5. There's a lot of things I need to explain here as fast as possible. The first thing you do is open this upgrade chest, because this is what gives you double move speed. Spam right click, I'm sorry, to skip the prompt, going to the travel screen and travel to the level you're in. This skips the elevator cutscene thing, it falling down and you opening the door and everything. You will spawn here, the door being closed. So you've never opened the door and the elevator never fell, but you are here. So this is the hardest level in the game by a lot. I'm going to have to record this twice. I'm going to show the hard way first. So there's no way to speed this section up. It's more of an auto-scroller. That's actually, there's very tiny things you can do. You can skip the 2-frame animation of you landing on a rail. I'll demonstrate this animation. No, wait. It's a hard fall animation. It's... I didn't... It's gonna come here. That animation. You can skip that by double jumping right before you land, but it's not worth going for until you've actually done it a lot, and it shouldn't help you anyway. But that's just a small caveat you can mess around with. So we just want to get out here. You'll see that you have to do a jump. You want to jump off. You don't have to waste energy on this blob. You want to run down here, but I'll kill him just so I can explain better. And then you can always gain energy on the rails. So right here, there's 2 holes. It looks like a whole like line of holes, but it's actually 2. There's one hole there that's big enough for you to get through, and there's one over here that's big enough for you to get through. So there's one here and there's one here. So depending where you land, you pick either hole and you land and you try to squeeze your way through. So this is where it gets real. This part, it probably looks very scary, but it really isn't. We want to jump out of this way. I know it's hard to see because it's really dark, but you can always turn up the brightness if you feel like you need more to see better. So you can see that this is just a hole and the texture and collision just stops. So you want to get on the high, you'll be landing here when you get out of the hole. Run down, run off, jump, and do a pan. Hold this as long as possible and use the movement keys. And then just, it doesn't matter what you do here. We do some other things to save minute amounts of time, but you just want to land on the floor of the world. There, we're now at the floor of the world. We need to get to this cone-shaped thing. And this is all like just one floor with the same exact height. So we can't rely on running downhill to get speed anymore. So this is where it's really important that you have at least some knowledge about how to do crabs correctly. So you land, you run forward, and you start crabbing. And you can hear yourself landing. You have a small window to do another jump. Something really annoying here is that because you are outside the level tries to load a lot of things at once. So it will be laggy down here. And that happens when you land, when it tries to spawn the project, like the small, there's like some small particles. Something else, you can do this with single jumps like I'm doing now, but you can also use double jumps. I'm gonna just keep going. So you can use a double jump to have more time in the air, to have more time panning, to have more time gaining speed. Again, really important to have your mouse sensitivity so you can do a 180. So now that we're down here, there's no way to get back up apart from doing the skip. And I'm gonna show the skip. So there's some invisible walls around here. You want to enter on the right half side of this cone. So the right hand side, this part, that's where you want to enter. And you have to enter with speed, but I'm just gonna show you where you need to go in here. So you see, if you see this triangle, this texture right here, it's a triangle. You need to jump on that, run off, and then jump at the correct time, and then turn and do a crab and land up there. That's what you need to do. If you run out of energy, you need to do the level again. So I'm just gonna showcase how to do it. But you can always attempt, as long as you have 1 energy left, you can attempt the skip. But this is the hardest skip in the run. This takes practice, and it requires prior practice with crabbing, which again you can watch the the bad movement tutorial for. So you go here, you gain the speed again if you want to re-attempt the skip because you don't want to reset. So you try to enter at the right side. You don't want to jump when it loads in. You want to jump after. This triangle, jump into it, jump, and then you should have gotten enough speed to get all the way. And it's a hard skip. There's not much else to say. When you get up there, you just want to get to that tube. And the part of the tube that I'm shooting on, that's the end level trigger. So I'm going to redo the level now and show the easy way. Or the more free way to do the skip. It is about 40 seconds slower. Also, if you have this glitch where it says out of energy no matter what, just redo the level and it should disappear. It might not, but that is the same with the low life. Okay, it didn't disappear, that's great. Doesn't matter though, it doesn't affect the game at all. So we are going out of bounds in a different location now, and to show the easier way to do the skip. Again, which is 40 seconds-ish slower. But it's only 40 seconds slower if you're good at crabbing. So maybe 20 seconds if you're new to the game. So it's not that bad, all things considered. That said though, it's not a lot easier. It's just a bit easier. So instead of going out of bounds here, like that's where the holes are. Instead of going out of bounds there, we're gonna continue in the level. And we're gonna continue for about a minute. So here you do not want to jump, you just want to keep holding W. So you can see why it's an auto-scroller. Here you can jump. And this is where you can cancel your... if you double jump late enough, you can see I didn't get the animation of the hard fall, which saves around 2 frames, but it's a PC game, so it's not really 2 frames, it depends. And that's the animation, the electrical one. So you keep running, and when you get to this part where the rocks are broken, you know that you're close. And here is where you have to do the skip. You have to get through here. You run on the right side, and you jump, and you land here. You can run through here with the speed and then do the skip. You could have just ran through if you had enough speed and then did the skip. But now we're down here. So I know that this looks like it's a good slope to run on. It actually isn't. So don't get fooled. This game is very good at having textures out of bounds, but it not reflecting where the actual like where you can walk is. So you can see my feet are like going through the textures. So there's an invisible wall around here, so do not bonk on that when doing the skip. What you need to do is you just need to run off, do a pan, then double jump, do another pan, and you want to land right here. You want to land somewhere over here. I haven't done it in a while, so I failed. And you can complete the level from here, but you have to do it casually, and then you just do the level casually, which is really bad. So I'm going to attempt this again to show you. Again, bear with me, I haven't done that skip in a long time and it's not like it's easy or anything. So at this point you could probably skip 1.5 minutes ahead to see me attempt the skip again. Because I probably won't edit this. One thing to note, we are moving at our maximum movement speed now. We have the new boots, which give us a new maximum movement speed. So there's no reason to do panning or stuff in here other than cancelling your fall animation like I did there. Also note that now that we have a higher top move speed, the game still tracks how more move speed we would have than the cap, and that relating to how long you can run on the ground. That's just a small thing to always remember. So there you see I got the animation. So we're just trying to get back to the point where we can go out of bounds. I can try to see if I can get it with the speed this time, because that makes it a lot easier. I just want to show you where to go after landing on the spot you need to land on. So you run to the right, you do a jump, land on this part, and with the speed, okay, I failed. Go through this hole. If you had speed, you can just pan your way. Maybe I can do it from here. That's scary. Shouldn't. Okay, land here, run off, do one pan, double jump, do another pan. And if done correctly, you will land. You can land here, right here. Come on, please. Fuck. I wish I had a cheat engine to just go up there. You'll have to believe me that you can finish level from there, and if you have questions about it, ask. That is the hardest level of the game. Soma Reactor. Yes. So see you in the next level.